Live now. Salute, man. Salute to the eternal spiritual father, you know what I'm saying? Hey, trolls on the God of your mama can love you. And, I can never forget the one time I'm trying to get brother in the cut in, man. The internet is doing what it do. I sent him the link early, y'all. You know, I wanted to have an explosive live, you know what I'm saying? So anything you want to say to the people while I at least got you on the phone, brother, in the cut?
Hey, man, good to be back. Glad you two got their mind right. Let's get this thing started, man.
Definitely. You know what I mean? We gonna wait to see if we can get some moderators in here. Got to wait for the tribe, you know what I mean? Got to wait for the tribe, so I'll chop it up until then. Yeah, I'll chop it up. You know. I don't know what's going on with that link, man.
That loop, because I put it on the line.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to do everything ahead of time. I'm going back in now to see if I could possibly get it to you through my other phone, man. I had a feeling some crap like that was gonna happen. Let me see if I can get you in here. Trying some stuff, but I ain't believing none of this. I don't know what none of this is. Let me go back. This is weird. Oh boy. Why YouTube? Why? Why YouTube? Why? Yeah, this is weird right here, man. This is weird right here. Yeah. I've got no options unless let me do it like this. I've got no options unless do it like this. Let me know if you get that, brother, in the cut. Salute to everyone as they come in, you know. Salute to everyone as they come in. Got a packed segment tonight. A real packed segment. Real packed segment, you know, and we got to pay tribute, you know, to Jesse Jackson, the late Jesse Jackson. You know what I'm saying? What's good, brother? You won't do it? Uh, I'm sorry, bro. That's the only other thing I can do. All right. You want to stay on the phone or you gonna be in the live? All right, bro. I'm finna go ahead and rock this thing on out, bro. All right. All right. Let's get to it. What's up, Trump was righteous? As we come in, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? We had some disturbances. You know what I'm saying? They try to throw a monkey wrench, you know what I mean, in the movement. But y'all know we gonna come out holy, zoli, totally, man. It feel good to say that, man. What's up to the tribe, man? What's up to the tribe? Hey, we gonna get it tonight, though. We got a lot to unpack, but you know what I'm saying? We got to pay tribute, you know what I'm saying, to Jesse Jackson. There's only one thing I really don't agree with Jesse Jackson on, and that was the whole African American thing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all finna start this Snoop stuff already. Y'all know I like that, man. Yeah, that make me feel right at home. Turtle Peace. Turtle Peace. Hey, Turtle Peace, you went viral with us, man. You went viral, man. In that live we did about the immigration in Florida, you was tripping hard, man. You went viral. Everybody was commenting on that live, man. Talking about how we cut up, man. You know what I'm saying? You went viral. Yeah, yeah, Captain Kabooms. We ain't saw you in a while. Yeah, man, you got to go back and look at when we originally did that live. We had like maybe 600 people. It was a small day, but that live is like well over 2,000 plus views right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Well over 2,000 views, and everybody subscribing because it was hilarious. As I was reading your comments out, and, you know, everybody was doing their thing that day. So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But let's get into it, man. Let's pay tributes. You know what I'm saying? To the civil rights icon Jesse Jackson. You know what I mean? Let's do it.
Welcome back. We continue to remember Jesse Jackson, the civil rights leader and two-time presidential candidate. His family confirming he died earlier this morning. A close ally of Martin Luther King Jr., Jackson spent decades fighting for racial and economic justice. Our colleague MS Now's Antonia Hilton looks back at the life and legacy he leaves behind.
Many have known him as the Great Unifier, a man who dedicated his life to bridging the divides of race, class, and culture.
If you don't run, you're guaranteed to lose. When you're behind, you gotta run. You really got to run.
Reverend Jesse Jackson stood among this country's most revered civil rights leaders. Born in 1941 and raised in Greenville, South Carolina, Jackson earned a football scholarship to the University of Illinois. He transferred out after 2 years, but ultimately landed back in Chicago for graduate school at the Chicago Theological Seminary, where he found his true calling. And
I hate to do this in the middle of paying tribute, but there's only 2 likes, and there's way more than 2 moderators in here. You know, I can understand if these were just like independent viewers coming in and out, but moderators, you know what I mean? You know, when you get the tools, you're obligated to hit that like button when you come in. You got to hit that like button, moderators. If I can't depend on y'all, I can't depend on nobody, moderators.
was ordained as a Baptist minister in 1968. During his studies, Jackson became involved in the civil rights movement, and in 1965 he went to Selma, Alabama, to march with Martin Luther King Jr. King handpicked Jackson to head up the Chicago branch of Operation Breadbasket, an organization dedicated to social change and political empowerment. 3 years later, Jackson was there on the balcony at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee, as Dr. King was assassinated, his murder sending shockwaves through the country and forever changing his friend. Jackson committed to keeping King's dream alive, and he founded the Rainbow Push Coalition in 1984. Its main focus to fight against federal, state, and local efforts targeting civil rights and freedoms. Jackson used his activism as a platform to launch his candidacy for the Democratic presidential nomination that same year. His campaign marked a significant moment in U.S. history, as it became the strongest presidential run by a black candidate up to that point, and he helped to bring issues of minority rights to the forefront of American politics.
I think the great challenge in this society really is for us to move from battleground to common ground, to begin to focus more on areas where our interests converge.
But Jackson lost support after making a controversial remark during an interview that was perceived as anti-Semitic. He apologized for the comments, but he couldn't make up for the deficit and lost the nomination to Walter Mondale. Jackson.
Sad part is I remember that. And it's always something anti-Semitic, y'all. Like, at least they deem everything you say anti-Semitic. Why can you talk about everyone else but them? Why can't you just have an opinion and that opinion be respected? If you talk about Christians, you're the Antichrist. You talk about that community, you're an anti-Semite. Come on, man. We got to do better. But you can talk about every other community, probably except the LGBTQ.
He decided to run again in 1988 and sought the support of a wider electorate. But after winning 5 states, Jackson came in second to Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis. Jackson continued to use his voice to highlight racial inequities, even after he left the political sphere. He was a powerful orator and lectured around the world, calling for the release of political...
I'm old, y'all. I was in elementary school when that happened. I'm old.
...prisoners and speaking out against the war in Iraq and police brutality. In 2000, President Bill Clinton honored him with the Presidential Medal of Freedom Award in recognition of his decades of activism. In 2007, Jackson endorsed Barack Obama and served as co-chairman of his campaign, but not without controversy. Jackson criticized Obama on an open mic. Jackson later apologized for his comments. In 2008, 20 years after his second presidential bid, Jackson would witness the swearing in of the first black president in U.S. history. Nearly 10 years later, Jackson announced that he had been living with Parkinson's disease since 2015. The disease affected his mobility and speech. Jackson would retreat from public life and made rare appearances, like at the 2024 Democratic National Convention. A giant of the civil rights movement and a guiding voice, whose legacy will continue to shape our nation for generations.
All right. All right, all right, all right. How do y'all remember Jesse Jackson? I know a lot of us gonna say that African American.
What if you
but
let
hold
AI
on,
build
wait.
your
What
online
if you let me
business
go
and
on
you
with my
watched it
show
happen
and I called you
live?
and
Now on
wasn't ready for
February.
you? How about that? I wasn't even ready for you.
Racism just played the
Wait a
Uno
minute,
reverse.
we're not on that yet. I got everything queued up, y'all. Forgive my technical difficulties. I got things queued up over here. You know what I mean? All right, so we just heard about Jesse Jackson. And of course, Trump had to weigh in on Jesse Jackson. But how do you remember Jesse Jackson if you're old enough? Other than the whole African American thing and the rainbow. Can we sue them for the rainbow, y'all? Y'all know I'm stupid. Now that we know where the rainbow came from and what it means, because it stood for one nation under his Rainbow Push Coalition. You know what I mean? He listed all colors of the nation. That's why you had the rainbow. But now that rainbow has been hijacked like everything else. Can we sue about the rainbow? I'm just asking, y'all. I'm just asking. But other than that, though, I remember Jesse Jackson for wearing a dashiki and having this big old fro and for like saying, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. That's what I remember. You know what I'm saying? That's what I remember. So I'm definitely not going to take anything away from him. We could have dealt with the whole African American thing because that was damaging. But for the most part, I mean, hey, his accolades speak for themselves. You know what I mean? Now, are we interested in wanting to hear what Donald Trump had to say about the passing of Jesse Jackson? Many people say that Donald Trump is racist. That's what people say. And, I just don't like to go on what people say. Actions speak louder than words. And whose actions better to judge by than the individual himself? So, what I'm saying? We gonna check out Donald Trump's response, y'all. This is off of Dr. Rashard Ritchie, indisputable. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how Donald Trump did this, y'all.
Talking about the tasteless stuff. Trump opined on Jesse Jackson, Obama, but ultimately made it about himself. He couldn't help it. Put it up for a mass. President Donald Trump paid tribute to Reverend Jesse Jackson, saying, I wish he would have just shut the hell up and not said anything. But he said something. So
let's get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some fun tonight. Johnny Walker, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We're going to have some fun tonight. Let's get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what Donald Trump had to say. Like, everybody trying to say you racist. You just pardoned Jamal Lewis, so I was like, okay, individual active, maybe we'll take it. That's something for the black folks. You know what I'm saying? Not as a core group, just individual. And then this Smithsonian Museum stuff about slavery and wanting to rename Black History Month. Like, come on, Trump. And then this, ladies and gentlemen, and I haven't heard this. So you're getting my live reaction too.
Following the civil rights icon's death on Tuesday, calling him a, quote, good man, however, in true Trump fashion, Trump used the Truth Social post to tout his perceived accomplishments in the black community while attacking former President Barack Obama and denying that he is racist during Black History Month, that he doesn't celebrate. Trump wrote on Tuesday morning, quote, the Reverend Jesse Jackson is dead at 84. I knew him well, long before becoming president. He was a good man, lots of personality, grit, and street smarts.
He was very gregarious, someone who truly loved people, despite the fact that I'm falsely and consistently called a racist by the scoundrels and lunatics on the radical left, Democrats, all. It was always my pleasure to help Jesse along the way. I provided office space for him and his Rainbow Coalition for years in the Trump building at 40 Wall Street. I just, Trump said, I helped Jesse. I helped him. I gave him a little bit of office space in the corner that nobody rented from one of my buildings. I did that for them. He did it for a tax write-off. That's what he did it for. Okay? There's more. Some of Trump's claims were over-exaggerated. What? You got to be kidding me. Let's read further. While Trump supported funding HBCUs most recently.
Wait, have y'all heard anything wrong yet? Like, he did toot his own horn a little bit, and if it was a tax write-off, he still did it. You know what I'm saying? It's better than marking C on the application and throwing it out. You know what I mean? We know what he used to do in the 70s. Um, does anybody hear anything bad yet? Because remember, you're getting my reaction in real time as well. I haven't heard this. Have you heard anything bad yet? I'm gonna wait for somebody's reaction here. All right.
Last year's one-time contribution of $435 million, none of it was permanent or long-term. Funding for HBCUs is annually appropriated by Congress. As for opportunity zones, a tax incentive, etc., to encourage investment in the redevelopment of Black and low-income communities, the Trump initiatives, spearheaded by Republican Senator Tim Scott, was largely seen as a failure, complete failure. Trump concluded his tribute to Jackson by calling him a, quote, force of nature, but not without using the opportunity to take a dig at Obama, which doesn't honor the legacy of Reverend Jesse Jackson, his predecessor and longtime political foe. Quote,
But what did he say damaging? What did he say terribly bad about Jesse Jackson? I'm not taking up for Trump. I'm just being, I told y'all I'm independent. I call it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? If a person is wrong, they wrong. If they right, they right. So I'm trying to see if somebody's doing a little bit of reaching here. You know what I mean? Did y'all hear anything bad that Trump said about Jesse Jackson?
Jesse was a force of nature like few others before him. He had much to do with the election without acknowledgement or credit of Barack Hussein Obama, a man who Jesse could not stand, said Trump. He loved his family greatly, and to them, I send my deepest sympathies and condolences. Jesse will be missed. Horrible, isn't it? Put it up. I dare say, sir, Jesse liked Obama more than he liked you.
Which that was kind of accurate though, because he did talk down on Obama. Him and Obama, they had their differences, but he did endorse Obama. So I don't see what this is reaching, and I'm not here taking up for Trump. It's like this whole left and right feud. It's like they take bits and pieces to try to trick people into believing their narrative, and I'm trying to see where this fits in. What did Donald Trump say that was terribly wrong, y'all? That was terribly wrong.
While it was true that Jesse Jackson and Obama's relationship was complex at times, and my relationship with Black leaders is complex at times. We have to have those conversations sometimes, and sometimes we will disagree. With
All of our relationships as Black people are complex, and we just have to learn how to disagree. You know what I'm saying? That's the making of the whole entire platform, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we pride ourselves on, being good folks. Race doesn't matter. Content of character won't. You know what I'm saying? It's everything. Your political views don't divide us. You know, your preferences don't divide us. Your religious beliefs don't divide us. Your color don't divide us. Because that's what the government set in place to divide and conquer. To have the citizens of the country do the work for them. So we constantly have to weed out the bad people in order to get to the good folks of every race, of every walk, of every culture.
People you would prefer to be agreeable with. That's what leadership is about. It's about being okay with not being liked by everybody, but having impact for the right folk that you represent. So, yes, that's supposed to happen. As the civil rights icon criticized America's first black president for talking down to black people, which I've done as well. I have criticized Obama for talking down to black people. I stand.
We all do. So I'm not understanding the criticism here. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Like there's a lot we probably can criticize Trump for, but I think this was a miss right here, y'all. I think this is a miss. You know what I mean? I see everybody jumping out when I say that. Hey, I'm independent. I call it how I see it. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't see the substance. I don't see the substance. He didn't have to say anything. He could have said, he's very disgusting. Very disgusting, okay? Very disgusting human being. Very disgusting. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. You know what I mean? So.
All right. Before Obama's historic election in 2008, Jackson supported his campaign that was brought to tears on the night he was elected. Why? Because there's something that transcends all of that. You can be authentic in both. Quote, I'm a long-standing supporter of Obama. And because of my...
Okay, I think I'm done with that. I didn't see the substance. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? Now we moving on to the next phase, y'all.
Why is everyone using ninja transfers?
Just never waits for me to cue it up.
The transfers.
You never wait for me to cue you
definitely up. Killing them. The quality.
You're actually going to be my
design
next
came
phase.
out.
All right.
We have some.
All right. Now we're going to get into the Nancy Guthrie case, y'all. We're going to get into the Nancy Guthrie case now. There's been new developments, and the new developments are that there are no new developments. Yeah, yeah. There's been new developments, and the new developments are there's no new developments. Okay, we all heard about the glove, but this is reminiscent of the OJ case. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like that glove they found wasn't the glove, y'all. They saying that they still have to run it through a database and all that. They said it came back inconclusive. The glove was not a hit. All right. Um, I'm going to TMZ on this one, y'all. But I want to give a shout out to my number one researcher. And that's Mother in the Cut, because Mother in the Cut sent me something interesting this morning about the son-in-law, Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law, you know what I mean, possibly being a suspect. Y'all, they even had like side-by-side pictures of the person's face in a mask, the shape of his head, and the shape of this guy's head, like a picture. Like it's kind of spot on. I'm saying allegedly. I'm saying allegedly. But I've been saying that I believe that that was an inside job. And I don't know if this is Savannah Guthrie's husband or who. I don't know the family like that. I haven't heard too many names. But this has been almost 3 weeks. And you're trying to tell me that this guy pulled off the perfect crime. FBI, y'all, they're trying to tell us that this guy pulled off the perfect crime with all this modern day technology. That's why I smell something a little twisted here in this, but let's go. TMZ, y'all.
We have some developments in the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case. First of all, the testing of that glove, the DNA testing in Florida, is complete. Now, that doesn't answer the questions about whose DNA is it and are they connected to this kidnapping? Because under federal law,
why would the glove be in Florida? They didn't find the glove in Florida, did they? Did they, ladies and gentlemen? Where did Nancy Guthrie live? Somebody help me out here. Where's Nancy Guthrie's home?
The glove has to be tested in the state where the glove is found. That is the requirement that the FBI has before they can put it in the CODIS system. CODIS is Combined DNA Intake System.
Okay, see, something ain't right here, man. Something is not right now. We could play private investigator, y'all. We could use our common sense and our investigative eye, and we can go with every narrative that they've given us. We can go with everything that we've heard in and out throughout social media, mainstream media. Something's not right, man. Yellow and blue is supposed to make green. Something ain't right, man. Something ain't right. Something is not right in this case, man. Something is not right, and all this ransom stuff and all. And I do believe that she's still alive. I'm telling you, I believe that she's still alive. You have nothing to ransom with if she's not. So I do believe that this could possibly be. Think about it. No one reported a suspicious vehicle parked in front of her home. You understand what I'm saying? Someone knew the camera was there. Someone knew how to disconnect her pacemaker from her phone. They spent like 41 minutes in the home. If you didn't know her, if you weren't known in that area, you're in and out. You're in and out. Come on now. We can use an investigative eye. Something just ain't right. Something just ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right. And I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be on here like, I told you so, I told you so. Wait till we get that twist. Wait till it really come out, y'all. Wait till it really come out.
That has 27 million DNA profiles. And in order to check out the DNA in that system, in the CODIS system, the glove has to be tested in the state where it was found, and that is Arizona.
So why the heck did it end up in Florida? If they knew this, if they are the law and they practice law and they uphold the law and they are investigators, why didn't they know that it has to be tested within a certain amount of time within the state that it was found? How much time did it take to ship it to Florida? How much time did you lose? You know what I mean? Like honestly, why ship it way down here to have to ship it back? What's something's not right, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not trying to deprive or rob anyone of their victimhood. I hope she's found safe. I hope she's in good health. I hope she's returned home. But I do believe that this could possibly be like an inside job, allegedly, man. Who knows that they had money like that to ransom them? And then the daughter is like a celebrity news host, Savannah. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
That glove, we're told, is in Arizona right now. This is called a PCR test. It's the most sophisticated DNA test. It's the gold standard. Usually takes just a day to get the results. We are told that in the next 24 hours, once that glove is tested and the results are in, that profile will go into the CODIS system. So that should be resolved within 24 hours and maybe sooner. Now, we are also told, and I think this is really interesting, that the glove that was tested is not the glove that the New York Post found. It is a different glove. So, up to this point, uh, everybody, and really us included, we assumed that was the glove. We are now told by people connected to this it is not the glove, it is a different glove that authorities found 2 miles from Nancy's house. Now, something else.
Did y'all hear that? It was a different glove that they found 2 miles away from Nancy's house. 2 miles away. I've missed a lot of comments. It wasn't rolling through for some reason. It's Patel's FBI. Turtle P says, I thought it was by the house. Yeah, 2 miles, they said. Arizona. Dylan 19 Abel says, let me catch up on these comments. Says, Jesse Jackson was with the Black Panthers. I'm not so sure about that. I doubt that. Turtle Peace says, yep, CNN reports that The glove was found 2 miles away from her house in Arizona. Turtle P says, I'm not sure about that. All right. Hit that like button. All right, brother in the cut. There he is. He say, but if the glove was found 2 miles from her house, how are they going to implement that in the case? Right. Salute Dunmore family. I don't know, brother in the cut. And brother in the cut, you also heard them say that the glove has to be tested in the state that it was found. Why would they waste all that time and possibly lose all that evidence by shipping it to Florida to turn around and have to ship it back? Unless it was something I missed. I mean, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. This is crazy. I believe that this is, y'all. I'm gonna just say we all saw what they wanted us to. We saw Charlie Kirk, but we know. Can I say that to be safe? You know what I'm saying? Can I say that to be safe? Because I'm really trying to watch my mouth on this channel, y'all. I was out of my element without my live stream, y'all. It felt like a bad breakup. I don't ever want to feel that again. I love y'all, man.
That we have learned. There are stories out there that gun shops have been given around 40 names of people.
Let's keep in mind that it took them about 2 weeks to even find a glove. They never had no name. They just got this guy who's like super masked up, super protected, not leaving no DNA, did everything perfectly, got in the home. You know what I mean? They're looking for someone who bought a Ozark Trail black backpack from Walmart. Now you're looking for someone who had the weapon holster or might have bought the same type of weapon from Walmart. You don't have a clue, and it is like 3 weeks now. You don't have a clue. It's like we looking for whoever did this to Tupac all over again, y'all. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like we are looking for the alleged perpetrator who took Tupac out of here, y'all. They poof disappear like a thief in the night. You know what I'm saying? How? How? Unless, man, I would hate to think that there's lots of people in on this, man, but something ain't right. Something ain't right. If you or I would have went and did this to Miss Guthrie, and I'm not saying we would, but if you or I would have went and did this to Miss Guthrie, boy, they would have found us they would have found us the same day. They would have found us the same day. All right. Always humble says, I think they should look at the church family. I think they should look within their own family. Huh? That woman probably got a will or something. Huh? Somebody probably mad because they wasn't rolling to that will or so. We don't watch Lifetime movie now. We know how this go. This ain't Tubi. This is Lifetime. We know how this go, y'all.
That the FBI wanted to check to see if people bought a certain type of gun, namely the gun that was in the holster of the presumed kidnapper. We told you this is a semi-automatic handgun. So the what we found out is that they have already checked out the holster to see who has bought a similar holster in that area. And the name.
How many people shop at Walmart, man? Sam Walton is the richest dead guy I know. This man still making money in the grave. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Him and Walt Disney. Come on, man. Who doesn't shop at Walmart? I mean, I don't. But everything about this guy, from the backpack to the hoodie he was wearing, he probably got the gloves from Walmart too. He looks like he's a Walmart bargain shopper. You know what I'm saying? He probably goes through the self checkout. You know what I mean? But this is all you have. That's my point. There's probably multiple purchases of those. Correct, 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 brother in the cut. We on the same page. Correct. So really, they still have no clues. Really, they still have no clues. This is supposed to be the best of the best. This lady is elderly. She has a pacemaker. She's got money. She's got resources. Very big family. Her sister, her daughter, works at a news station. She's a celebrity news host. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you can order those hosters online as well. And they have a list of names. They have a list of names. But let's say that this was purchased outside of the state and this person drove in state, and you're only looking for people who made those purchases in state. You see what I'm saying? This is so abroad, y'all. Like, I think we can do better than the FBI, y'all. Put a one in the chat if y'all think we can do better than what they doing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and shout them out. One time, I believe we can do better than them, y'all. I believe Brother in the Cut can solve this by himself, truthfully. All right, that's our herbalist right there. I'm not going. Hey, brother, you all right? You all right? You can lead out here. We about health. That's our herbalist right there. You know what I'm saying? All right, I got a one right there from the herbalist. You know what I'm saying? Herbs and animals are life. That's our herbalist. You safe. You safe. You know what I'm saying? You safe.
That were given to the gun shops are people who actually bought that type of holster. And it's not like those people are all people of interest, but what they want to find is, did somebody both buy a holster like that and buy a gun like that? And then all of a sudden they're going to be real interested in that person. So that is why the FBI is checking out gun shops in that area. Final thing I want to say is that the man who has been sending us emails demanding to know, demanding money in return for information leading to the identity of the kidnapper and the location of Nancy Guthrie. We have received now numerous letters from this person. We are not going to talk about this person anymore, because if I tell you that he sent us another letter but didn't give us the information, and I keep telling you he sent us another letter and another letter, then suddenly when I stop, everybody's going to figure out, oh, he must have finally given the information, and that could screw up the investigation, because that information is going to go immediately to the FBI, and then they're going to do their thing. So, by definition, if we keep saying, we got another one, we got another one, we got another one, and all of a sudden we say we're not going to talk, you're going to figure out that means he just gave it up, and it could then tip off the kidnapper. So, we're not going to say anything more, unless and until we get that information. And
So there's an independent person writing TMZ. Okay, let me read Brother in the Cut here. If I'm not mistaken, some of those pacemakers are almost like life of alert buttons. They're designed to alert if something goes wrong. Why can't they trace it? Right. And that's what he was just talking about. That's the technology they were just talking about. You nailed it. You nailed it. You nailed it. So I told you, you can crack this case by yourself, Brother in the Cut. This is what you do. This is what you do, big bro. This is what you do. I told you, you could probably crack this by yourself, y'all. Something ain't right here, man.
pass it on to the FBI. And at some point, then we will let you know. And also, that creates a public record for the person who would give us this information, that it could lead to the kidnapper and therefore entitle them to the reward. So, radio silence on that front, but there is movement. And, I will say one other thing, that I spoke to a law enforcement source today who said that this is gumshoe detective work right now, that they are just chasing down every possible lead they can, to try and find the kidnapper and Nancy Guthrie. But right now, they don't have a straight line to a suspect or even person.
So this did we just witness someone pull off the perfect crime? If so, they just showed the government how to do it. If they ever want to, you know, pull another Charlie Kirk, allegedly. You know what I mean? Or if they ever want to attempt to try to, say that someone is after a president, allegedly. It won't be so sloppy. Like this guy, come on, come on, man. There's got to be so many people in on this, man. Who does a crime and does not leave a clue? Who does a crime and does not leave behind any DNA? There's no witnesses, no traffic cameras, no independent neighborhood door cameras picked up anything. No neighbors, no barking dogs, no snitching squirrels. You know what I'm saying? No slow moving sloths or anything. Really? Really? That's what I'm thinking, man. There's a lot of people in on this. FBA Cushboy, welcome. They say they all guilty, bro. I was trying to get Kip to in here. He had just hit me up under one of the videos, man. I was trying to get the Kip to. You know what I mean? I was hoping he was gonna see the alert. Y'all give me a minute. Let me see if I can get Kip to in here. But no, I'm finna read all these comments, man. So y'all really let me know, cause hey, we gonna chop it up tonight. I'm just gonna say it. Something ain't right. Something is not right, man. Allegedly, something is not right, man. At least I don't feel like something's right. You know what I'm saying? They're all guilty, bro, says Cushboy. Turtle Pizza, they'll pin it on someone eventually. Yeah, but how late is eventually? How late? This man said that they have, one of the sheriffs said that they have no signs of death, but no signs of life either. What did you just say to me? You know what I'm saying? What did you just say to me? So, what have you been investigating? What do we have to go on? What do we have to go on? You understand what I'm saying? What do we have to go on? Real talk. What does the public, what does the family, what does anyone, unless they're keeping this hush and they don't want to kind of ruin their leads? I understand. Yeah, I understand that. All right. FBA Cushboy say they got a bunch of time depending on whoever. They don't even matter how late they are. They can take 10 years to do it. But that don't mean that she's gonna be safe and alive. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that Nancy Guthrie is gonna be safe and alive. The more time that she's missing, the more time that they have nothing, y'all. They stop calling it a rescue and they start searching for recovery, y'all. You know what I mean? That's just how they work. After so much time, it stops being operated as a rescue. You know what I mean? And they start looking at it as a recovery, like no longer expecting her to possibly be alive. And that's not the narrative I want to paint. I'm just discussing the process. You know what I'm saying? No, we're talking about the Nancy Guthrie case. We're talking about the Nancy Guthrie case. I find it odd that there's absolutely nothing, nothing, absolutely nothing. I got some extra stories I'm gonna pour in here too, y'all, because it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. But this right here is mind blowing to me. 3 weeks and you have nothing. Don't this sound like we're looking for whoever unalive Biggie Smalls, y'all? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Y'all can find people who have taken out presidents. Y'all can go to Iraq and find Saddam Hussein in a spider hole. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go to where they go get Bin Laden, Afghanistan, and take out all these people and go get Bin Laden. Y'all just went and got Maduro and his baby mama, and y'all can't find who took Nancy Guthrie right here. I mean, if they was looking for one of us, we would kind of have to understand the system is designed for them not to find us. But this right here, this is gonna have an epic twist to it. Mark my words, y'all. Mark my words. This is gonna have an epic twist to it right here. All right. FBA Cushboy said, yeah, if they want some money and they wouldn't have been asking for it. If she just got took without a word, then it's over with. And they can see under the mat. Right. You can't you can see the eyes. You can't use some type of eye facial recognition, like all this technology. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I know Jack about Biggie Smalls of the life. Exactly. We know Jack about Miss Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. All right, FBA Cushboy says that's because they took her. All right, the same ones looking for are the same one. Mmm. Mmm. All right, FBA Cushboy, the same ones looking for her are the same ones who took her. That's something to contemplate right there. That's something to ponder right there, my man. I didn't want to be the one to say it, and I'm not trying to deny or rob anyone of their victimhood, but we have our own right to think, you know what I'm saying, to put this stuff together. You know what I'm saying? There's still people who's investigating the Charlie Kirk unaliving. Candace Owens, Mr. Let Go, there's lots of people still on that. You know what I mean? Turtle P says CNN is reporting the Google is working on the images from the video camera. Why are they just not working from the images on the video camera? It's been 3 weeks. It's like day 16 or 17. Why would they just not be starting that process? It's like they're trying to give whoever it is a head start, a clear path, y'all. That's what it looks like to me. It's like they're trying to buy someone some time. Allegedly. Let me say that. Allegedly, it looks like they're trying to buy someone some time. You know what? I wouldn't doubt if Miss Guthrie, if she's actually saw their face, she's probably comfortable, y'all, because she knows exactly who it is. She just can't reach out to say anything. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. She just can't reach out to say anything. But she knows exactly who it is. They're taking care of her, y'all. They're taking care of her. They did say they found traces of blood by the front door. There was accusations of the back door being opened or unlocked. There's lots to this. There's allegations about the son-in-law. I'm not sure if it's Savannah Guthrie's, people. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. Or Savannah Guthrie has other sisters that's met. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But I feel like this is a case that we can crack. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a case that we can crack. Like this is sloppy. This is sloppy. A perfect heist, man. That's some GTA 5 type stuff, man. Perfect heist. Come on, man. That's some Ocean's 11's type stuff right there, man. Real talk. Real talk. But let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on. All right. We're gonna move on. All right. We have found another brother um hanging from a tree, and the authorities ruled it a suicide, as they often do, even before the medical examiner did, y'all. Let's get into it. This happened in Milwaukee. Jeffrey Dahmer was Milwaukee. Derek Brooks, the Christmas parade massacre, that was Milwaukee. This is Milwaukee. There's a lot that goes on in Milwaukee. I'm never going to Milwaukee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was alerted to this on social media. Thank you for the indisputable viewers who did so. A family demands answers after a black man was found hanging from a tree. Put it up full mass. I'm taking you to Wisconsin. 39-year-old Tori Metley was found hanging from a tree at Brookfield Hills Golf Course, November 13th. The city of Brookfield, the Brookfield police declared his death as self-induced. He unalived himself according to them. So here are some of the details. Metley's death remains under investigation by the city of Brookfield Police Department, and there's no indication of foul play according to them. Chief Chris Garcia told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel via email December 30th. Investigators are still reviewing video surveillance footage, and the department has provided updates to the Metley family, he said. Okay? So, key to the question surrounding Mr. Metley's death is the fuzzy timeline between when he left his apartment in Milwaukee on November 11th and when he was found in Brookfield the morning of November 13th. The Brookfield police chief told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that no city of Brookfield police officers had contact with Metley between November 11th and November 13th. This is on the record, and this is a fact. It is not in dispute. Metley's phone, his ID, and his red backpack were not found on him, and they were not at his apartment. His sister, her name is Sheena, previously told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel His backpack was later found at Brookfield Square, she said. Medley's family has wanted to know how he got to the Brookfield area and why he was there when he was. Medley had.
Isn't this reminiscent of those twins in Georgia too? Najir and I don't want to admit, I can't call the other one's name, but they were found on top of a mountain. One was supposed to be out of town. They were last seen at a gas station, buying chips or soda or something, and then they wind up on top of a mountain, and a fireman or a mountain ranger, something was the first one to see them and report them. They always move these people. Then we had Trey Reed at Delta State University, and now this. And I can't remember the other black guy that was hanging in the woods, the chair thing. I can't remember his name. Can I just ask a question? Why do they always rule these type of unalivings a suicide? What black person is going to hang themselves or drown themselves? What black person is going to hang themselves or drown themselves? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Worked at a restaurant in Brookfield, but not since early October 2025 when it closed. He would have to take a bus or get a ride from his apartment in Milwaukee. He did not drive a car. He did not drive a car. He's in a place that typically is not frequented by individuals on the bus. And he's previously in this city in October 2025. And all of a sudden, back in the same city for no apparent reason, recently. There's more. As of December 29th, the Waukesha.
No, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. Turtle Peach, they never said that he was hooded like an execution. They just found him hanging, and the police automatically called it suicide before the medical examiner did. So that right there leads me to believe that they're either taking up for someone or they know, like all of this stuff is like it's easy work. It's easy work. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not even. This stuff is easy, man. It's easy because they use the same method of operation, man.
County medical examiner not yet ruled on a cause of death, and Medley's death certificates is still pending.
See, the medical examiner hasn't even ruled on it yet, and his death certificate is still pending, and they can't do no type of they can't give you a death certificate until the medical examiner knows exactly what the cause of your death was. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Gotti? What's up, Gotti? All right, y'all. There go Gotti. What's up, Gotti? So this isn't making sense to me either. You know what I'm saying? I saw that, bro. My lady can't get on her main page. Oh, YouTube down? Really? I just checked on Google. YouTube is down. Wow. Okay, so that explains what's going on. All right. Right. Somebody's hiding something, man. Somebody hiding something, man.
A representative who answered the phone for the office told the Journal Sentinel, a pending death certificate is not uncommon. Kerry Lumpton, deputy medical examiner supervisor, told the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel in a phone call. So that was December 29th, all right? Medley's family and Wisconsin civil rights groups have criticized police for being quick to label his death.
Have y'all noticed that the internet has been messing up like crazy, man, for like the past week or two? Do y'all remember I did that live? I couldn't end my live. My internet's going in and out, acting crazy right now. So that explains a lot. If you're saying YouTube is down, solar eclipse, I forgot about that. It must have got rated again. Hey, Kush boy. Gotti says pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde right now. Really, really. Y'all know I'm a nerd. I got to go look. YouTube has been freezing up on me, on people's lives. Hey, it's been freezing up on me too. It's been freezing up on me too. Like my internet has been going crazy. My phones have been acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like frozen, frozen. You're pressing a button, but nothing's happening. It's crazy. Y'all, I want to see if I can see this right now. Hold on. Man, the sky's so dark out there, man. Whew. It's dark out there. What did Trump do this time? Actually, I don't think Trump did anything, man. I think they was reaching on that. You know what I'm saying? I discussed that like right before I got into this. They were trying to say that Trump had some ill regards that he said about the passing of Jesse Jackson, but I I didn't hear it. I didn't. I'm just gonna say they was reaching on that one. He didn't have to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he did. So he could have came in. Trump could have came in, but he's very disgusting. He's very disgusting. Okay, very disgusting human being. He ain't do none of that. So I'm gonna give him his credit. Who is that lady and what does she do that people would want to keep? I don't want to say that word. Her, or is she somebody? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I know they have money. I know they have money. They have money. They are well set. They are probably millionaires. You know what I mean? They are probably millionaires, high thousandaires, 100,000 or something. They got bank, y'all. They got bank. So I don't know. I don't know. We don't know what the motive is. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Suicide and urge for a transparent investigation and answers, um, and that answers questions around the timeline that led up to the death. As the family,
They have to keep her alive if they're sending ransoms. Even a guy on TMZ said that they're receiving stuff too. So I don't see them kidnapping her and being smart enough. Like, how would they know how to get this person's pacemaker off of their phone? Did you force her to put the code in her phone? How did you know that she had a pacemaker? This just looks like an inside job to me. How did you know it was connected to her phone? If you were just a random idiot who wanted to commit a crime. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to watch what I say, y'all. I'm trying to watch what I say.
Victoria Medley waits for the results from an official investigation into his death. They're seeking answers through an independent autopsy, and the case has garnered more local attention. I'm going to get into this phase in just a moment, just to provide some context for what the family is saying. The police investigated and immediately concluded that it was self-induced. It did not come from the medical examiner. The medical examiner had not provided that information to the police department.
And if we remember right, the police in Milwaukee, in Wisconsin, y'all see how negligent they were even in the Jeffrey Dahmer case. They've never had a good report on these police officers in Wisconsin. Never. So these guys are still doing the same thing they was doing then. They're just showing up, writing things off, and going about their day, enjoying their donuts, and probably watching OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in their squad cars. You know what I'm saying? She's a mother of a popular newscaster, a celebrity news host. I don't know at all. I'm depending on y'all too to give me some info. FBA Cushboard said these folks out of control.
The medical examiner had not concluded the examination.
How could the police write this off, law enforcement write this off as self-inflicted, and the medical examiner hadn't even concluded their investigation? They hadn't even concluded their findings. Tell me how that works. See, it's a lot of fishy stuff going on, man. It's a lot of fishy stuff going on.
Prior to the police concluding their investigation as to what they said happened. Now the case is still under investigation by the police, even though they said it shouldn't be under investigation by the police because the police said he did it to himself. But they're still investigating. None of that makes sense, and it will make any family question the reality of what has happened. Anybody.
So their conclusion was inconclusive? He did it to himself, but they're still investigating. Wouldn't that have closed the case, making it conclusive? So you mean to tell me that their conclusiveness was inconclusive? Make this make sense. In both of these cases, make this make sense, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I'm thinking too fast or they just like list. I don't know what this is, man. I don't know what this is, man. I don't know. This is crazy.
More. Put her up full mask. This is Sheena. Okay? Sheena Medley, Tori's sister.
Wait, they won't let anyone on YouTube right now? Yep, they won't even let you on. So that's why, brother. Wow. They won't even let no one on YouTube right now? Turtle P says, sounds about right. Turtle P says, oh, she's the mother of a Today Show anchor. I knew it was something like that. I knew it was Savannah Guthrie. I've heard her name. My son can't sign into his account. What? What? What is going on, y'all?
So the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel on December 30th that her family is now working with an independent pathologist and patiently waiting for final results in their independent autopsy. The family started a GoFundMe fundraiser to help pay for the independent reports. They are expensive. The page has raised more than $7,000 of its $8,000 goal before donations were paused. Okay. Courtney's history of the country's history of lynchings. And
they paused the donations? They paused the donations? Nobody paused Daniel Penny. Nobody paused Kyle Rittenhouse. They paused the donation. I'll digress.
Current political moment contribute to the questions, obviously. And also the fears that a death like Medley's may have been caused by an act of racial violence. Robert Smith, a Marquette University professor of history, said in an interview on 89.7 FM WM, quote, I was
wondering why the numbers have been like stagnant and dropping like that. I've been wondering. I didn't know it was an internet problem. I have been wondering. So we all got lucky.
I do think it is absolutely fair to question how this person died, Smith said, quote, and I think we have to be mindful of the political moment that we're in that is heightened around issues associated with bigotry, end quote. Lynchings were violent public acts of violence that white people used to terrorize and control black people in the 19th.
Let's hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We still want this to move through the algorithm, even when the live is over. You know what I mean? Watching from your iPhone. I'm glad you're with me, Kush Boy. I wish I could have got Kip to in, man. He hit me up in one of the other videos. I wish I could have got Kip to in. But we will be here for our AM session in the morning. Y'all know I always go live in between like 4 and 5 a.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? So that's when we really get it in, y'all.
20th centuries. According to the NAACP and others, from 1882 to 1968, 4,743 lynchings on record.
No, not me. Not me.
There are more, but these are on record, occurred in the U.S. according to records maintained by the NAACP. But many historians believe the true number to be unreported. 16 lynchings have been documented in Wisconsin, and one of those occurred in Milwaukee. The murder of a 22-year-old George Marshall Clark in 1861, the Journal Sentinel previously reported. Medley's death came in the shadow of another Black man who died under similar circumstances September 2025.
Trey Reed.
The body of a Black student, Demar Trevion, they called him Trey. Trey Reed was found hanging from a tree at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi, generating national attention and stoking fears of lynching due to the state's history of racial violence. Authority there ruled Reed's death as self-induced. They said he unalived himself as well, citing that there was no evidence of foul play, ending the investigation.
All right, Santa.
All right, Jordan, thoughts here, bro?
Yeah, it's... Do not pay your next...
Like, something's not right there either, man. Something's not right about that either. I don't know what's going on. Well, the other stories I got to run, I think I'm going to run those in the morning. You know, people are having problems getting on right now.
The police department is making determinations on how someone died? That's not your job.
Yeah.
It's the medical examiner's job, like you said. Let's wait for that. Why were they so quick to say, no. So, yeah, self-induced here. When there are very real questions about the facts of this matter.
Turtle P says, boy, I thought racism was bad in the deep south until I moved up north. I ain't never been up north, but I know it's still bad in the deep south, man. I know it's still bad, man. It's bad. That's why I constantly try to separate, you know what I'm saying, like bad people and good folks. It's consequences to racism down in the south when you're in public. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. It's called the right place, right time to get them consequences. You do them consequences in public, you're gonna end up being the one with the consequences.
Why not investigate that? We can see how thoroughly police departments around the country would invest.
I don't know, Sister Dunmore family. Everybody's been talking about YouTube, and I've been watching the numbers here, and this isn't normal either. So there's something going on. They're saying that can't anyone get on the YouTube. YouTube is down. That they don't have like news feeds or regular like algorithm feeds. They can only watch their history. So I don't know what's going on with the internet, y'all. I think the internet done taught us too much, and they trying to take the internet out of here, y'all. I think we done got too educated. We done got too conscious. We don't find out who we really are. You know what I'm saying? They see us FBA. They see us delineating. I think maybe they trying to. I told y'all the lie should have quit when the internet hit. Maybe they trying to get rid of the internet. I can only watch who I'm subscribed to. Wow, everyone's saying this type of stuff. Are you serious? Let me go on YouTube. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try. Wow, something went wrong. Try again. Wow. What's going on with the Tubi Tube, man? Hey, we got lucky. We up in this thing, man. The internet was the people's downfall. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. They pretty much snitched on themselves, didn't they? They pretty much snitched on themselves, didn't they? In a way, FBA, I agree. Yeah. And everybody's mad at FBA right now, man. But FBA makes so much sense. FBA is the best sounding thing that I've heard. It sounds better than Pan African. It sounds better than African American. It basically complements the whole, reclassification era. So that's exactly the screen that my lady sees. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy right there, man. That's crazy because y'all know normally we be packed up in here, man. Y'all moderators don't get to chill like this, man. Y'all always got to hire somebody, kick somebody out, roast somebody, man. Y'all, this is easy work for y'all, huh? You know what I'm saying? This is easy work. Hey, can we at least try to get 20 likes? I know it's at least 2 people in here that didn't hit that like button. I know it's at least 2 people. I know it's at least 2 people. One more, please. One more, please, and thank you. And we're gonna throw in some funny stuff, y'all. I want y'all to hear something. All right, I want y'all to hear something. Let's finish this. Then I'm gonna play a bonus for you.
Investigate other crimes. It's been wall to wall coverage of Savannah Guthrie's missing mom. You should apply that at least to some level of similar thoroughness.
Didn't I just say this was similar? Both cases were similar, and he just brought up this case and Nancy Guthrie as well. I told you. What if this was the same person? What if this was the same person? It's possible. People travel states to do silly stuff. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, what if this is the same person? Yeah, YouTube is tripping.
Here, I mean, it's bizarre that you have very real questions about the facts. The family is saying this doesn't add up, and the police department's just like, nah, we're good. Moving on.
Ma'am.
That family is owed
The
a
shorts are
full
working.
accounting of what happened.
Yeah. I clicked on YouTube Shorts and that popped up, but nothing pops up under home.
Grieving? Of course they want an explanation and answer. My heart goes out to them. They deserve it. It's the very least a public agency purportedly designed to serve and protect the public should do. But that seems like it's not the case here.
Yeah. And you make a great point. It's not even the police department's call. It's not their call. That is not what they...
Doesn't this automatically make the police department look kind of guilty? Or at least kind of crooked? A little dishonest? Huh? Doesn't it fit their their historical narratives? Doesn't it? It's always been bad in Milwaukee and Wisconsin and places like it's always the history is not good with law enforcement. Like they've always been crooked, y'all. You know what I mean? They've always been crooked. Just like Florida.
Investigate. If there's death, they have to establish by the medical report cause of death. That medical report is utilized in court, not the police report of what they assume happened.
We have Martinez. Martinez says facts, bro. Facts, bro. For sure. For sure.
Now, that's considered hearsay because they're not a qualified expert. So that statement wouldn't even be allowed in court. And ironically, when the statement is there's no evidence of foul play, really, I think hanging from a tree is evidence of foul play. If you find something else out other than that, let's stick to the fact that people typically don't do that.
Right. Hanging from a tree should automatically be foul play, y'all. How is that suicide? I keep asking y'all, what black person is going to drown themselves and what black person is going to hang themselves? Nope. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. If you see us floating in the ocean, y'all know most black people can't swim. I can. But it's either rip current or someone drowned them. Kind of like Obama's chef, Safari, allegedly. I'm going to leave that alone. All right. Or if you see a brother hanging, we ain't Chris Benoit. We don't do things to our family than ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going out like that. We'll let the police take us out of something. You know what I mean? We ain't doing that. We ain't hanging ourselves. That's like going back to picking cotton. Like some things we just don't repeat. You know what I'm saying? So that should have, I can swim too. You know what I'm saying? But that should have actually been the number one sign right there. Foul play. This person's hanging. This person didn't get up here and do this by himself. And I guarantee it's at least two people involved. You know, it's not like the brother couldn't put up a fight against one person. I'm just saying.
Especially black men at a golf course outside of their home district. All right, we'll bring up this as they come.
All right, well, we'll bring up those updates as they come. All right, we got that in the wraps. Now, I want y'all to hear about this Border Patrol agent, y'all. This is hilarious.
Whoa. What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
I want y'all to hear about this Border Patrol
Nina
agent.
just built an app.
Impossible.
Whoa.
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys,
You ain't supposed
Nina
to be
just built an
playing
app.
nothing.
Impossible.
I didn't cue you. See, the internet is acting crazy, man. The internet is acting crazy. All right. So there's this Border Patrol agent, right? Now his job is to protect the border. He's gonna round up all the illegals, right? And he's Border Patrol, not ICE. Border Patrol. Well, this guy happens to get busted protecting one he didn't want to send back across the border because she just looks so damn delicious, y'all. This, you know what I'm saying? He mistaken it for an oxtail, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Houses and everything. You're right.
Okay, let me go back. Let me go back. This is the amazing Lucas, y'all. All right, here we go.
This story is America in a nutshell. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm surprised there's not a lot of coverage on this particular story because
Me
this
too.
story is a.
This is hilarious. Y'all get your joke books ready, y'all. Let's make it a good last push for the live, y'all. Let's get some laughs in. Make this entertaining. This is why I saved this for last. 20 likes, y'all. We've got about that many. We've had that many moderators come through. Moderators, I need y'all more than anyone to hit that like button as you come in. You know, please and thank you. But I definitely need to make sure that y'all are hitting that like button. I've got to be able to count on you guys more than anything. Me and brother in the cut, we depend on y'all to hit that like button more than anything. But y'all, I saved this for last. Get your joke books ready, y'all. Captain Kabooms. It's oxtails good. I see all the time. Do you agree? I don't know nothing about it. I don't even eat meat, homie. I don't eat meat. I can't. I don't even eat meat. You know what I'm saying? All right, but y'all check this out. This is funny, y'all.
America's relationship with Black Americans in a nutshell. If you haven't heard, you have this 52-year-old ICE officer, okay? And you all see how ICE has been, wild.
Right, he sacrificed everything for her, boy. Everything, boy. Hey, he said, no Trump wall here.
Out right now. They are freaking detaining you. They're detaining me. They detaining the dog because they believe the dog was barking in a foreign accent. That's how that's how they are doing this right now. And they got the blessing of Trump, who's written them a blank check. They got the blessings of the Supreme Court, who's like, yeah, you can use race in your factor of whether or not who you want to detain and who you want to investigate. Okay, so they are just running amok. Even white people are getting the backhand of ICE because you have a lot of these these white ignorant Republicans, and once they put on the badge, they view a white liberal as essentially as a black person. Worse, they view them as race traitors. Damn. That being said, while this man was going out and causing terror on the American people, he had a little hot thing at the house. What makes this funny is this little hot thing. Well, somebody snitched on him and said, hey, he got a little, shooky at the house. It's not that it was a little shooky. It's the fact that the little shooky wasn't illegal. Come on now, dog.
What? Oh, shucky, nah. Oh, get the joke books ready. I had to say the best for last, y'all.
This man was on by day arresting Pedro, Cortez, all of them, and then by night he was playing. I mean, he was having a clap party with the illegal, bro.
What?
Bruh, this is literally a meme manifested. You all know how the joke was, hey, we're going to deport everybody, but we're going to keep the thick Latinas here? This man took that personally, bro. Because I would love to see who he was deporting. Okay, I'd be like, I'm sure he was like, hey.
Wait a minute, Lucas. I rock with you, but I took that personally too. I want to keep all them thick Latinos here. I ain't lying, boy. I ain't lying. I still want to keep them here. Boy, them sisters thick and beautiful. Boy, what you mean? I'm single. Keep them here. Keep them here. You know what I'm saying? We can teach them some English. We can teach them how to survive in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep them here. Ha 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 ha.
You can go. You can go, but you get over here. He was probably going to the club, arresting all the gordas, and then letting the hotties, letting the baddies slide. He's like, I don't see you. But you come over here. Yeah, put the chips down. So then what happens after that is that they do an investigation on him. Now, the sick part, the sick and crazy part is that after they do an investigation, they then go on to discover or believe that this baddie that it was at his house with the kid is his niece. Oh, hell no! Hell no!
Oh, no, now. We know they be messing with their kid folk now. That excuse could pass depending on who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? If you don't look like us, we know that type of thing happens all the time. I don't know if y'all saw the video I put out this morning, you know what I'm saying, about the young man who was arrested for doing, sexual things with his dog. But y'all might want to go look at that video and run that one up, man. That's one of my videos. Y'all need to go run that one up. That one need to go viral, man. Because we talk about that all the time. We talk about 2977. I made that just for y'all. But we know they do it. Let's go.
Oh, that's correct, fam. That's correct. So we don't know if this was actually a romantic relationship or if this was a sibling of some kind or if this was all the above. All right.
But Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
These people, man, this lineage of evil, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, the white ignorance and inbred go together like peanut butter and jelly. I don't get it personally. I just don't understand it. I don't get why, but it is what it is. We have we have yet to figure out the solution to that problem. Nevertheless, they go and arrest this man, and this man is now facing 10 years. Listen to me. He is facing 10 years for harboring an illegal alien. Now, it's not funny. It's a little funny. It's a little funny. But 10 years, bro, for some punani. 10 years. 10 years and a possible match.
Boy, that was one hot tamale right there, boy. Whew. That must have been one voluptuous burrito right there, boy. Ooh, the picante that sister was working with. Picante. Muy caliente.
A maximum fine of $250K for some punani, bro.
You mad at me or something?
I don't know. Did you do something to make me mad?
Oh my lord. I didn't know it was bad, bro. I didn't know it was bad, but apparently it is this bad, okay? It's impacted the dating scene, the freaking immigration office. I mean, you see recently where South Texas was like, you're destroying us, right? You had a lot of these construction companies who are like, yo, what? You're raiding job sites, bro.
I gotta get into these comments. Y'all been snapping. Y'all been snapping. Hey, y'all been snapping. Okay, Martinez says he sacrificed everything for her, didn't he? LOL. Kush boy say, yeah, he did. He sacrificed for that. Turtle P say, I just cooked the pork and sausage jambalaya for dinner. Martinez says, LOL. Kush boy say, he probably was around us showing that damn girl off and got us busted and him busted. Probably. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, keep them here. Yay, keep them, okay, keep the thick Latinos here, boy. You know what I'm saying? I advocate for boy, listen, those boy, what? You know what I'm saying? I'll take them and they drawing on eyebrows. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? You know, Captain Caboose, they love me some big juicy backside, y'all, backsides. Turtle P says, man, I dated a lot of hottest heck Latinos in college for a couple of years. The girl was bat Kenny Cruz. You gotta leave your Saturday at the door with the young ones. Hey, I wouldn't know. I ain't sure I wouldn't experience either. Kush boy say I don't deal with them in a relationship. You come to do one thing and your ass is leaving. Martinez say she had all the fixes, didn't she? LOL. Good God. Hey, so I actually took a light back, man. Y'all took a light back. I said keep the thick Latinos here, man. What I supposed to do? Discriminate? I told you I like good folks. I forgot to tell you I like good folks with nice too if they women. You know what I'm saying? Women only. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all be hating. Y'all took the like away because we advocating for the thick Latinas. Come on, man. We can't keep a few of them here, bro. We can't keep a few of them here, bro. I'm never gonna tell y'all to kick them thick, nice, juicy. No, keep them here. Keep them here. But my fourth baby mama is crazy. I told her she was bipolar, and a lot of women are. Listen, man, y'all don't understand how cool some of these women can be, like the Americanized Latinas. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, salute to my girl Letty and her sister Mary. Boy, if y'all see Letty and Mary, boy, y'all to be proposing to them right now, boy. Listen, I still want Letty to be my lunch and my breakfast and my dinner. hey, hey, when you got it, man. I told y'all this is the part of live where we're gonna unwind, crack our jokes, and just be goofy and do what we do. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. The big booty Latinas can stay, man. Let's pardon the ones that's got the, you know what I'm saying? My last baby mama is foreign. Well, Tina says that's crazy work to take the damn lick back, fam. Right? They took the light back, bro. They took the light back, bro. It's all good, Indian Gilbers. It's all good, bro. Them lights don't make a break, man. I still miss y'all. I enjoyed myself, and that's all that matters, bro. Like, what do y'all think about this guy right here, man? He sacrificed it all. Let's get back through this.
Rating where we're trying to build up houses and everything, you're rating the sites. And that goes to show you, as I said before, like, listen, they don't they don't really care about any of that, fam. They will put a pause on that to benefit, their buddies. As long as their buddies are okay, it's like the same hustle they did with the H-1B. Or we're gonna put $1 million. Bro, these companies can afford $1 million. And these goofball, white ignorants on the Republican side were going, yeah, that's right, America. Where do you think that $1 million is going? Huh? They act like the $1 million that they're charging for whether it's a Cardi B immigration card, a gold card, or whatever, or whatever they're charging for these H-1Bs is going directly into their accounts.
Wait, why you had to say Cardi? Cardi fine too. Hey, I was Team Cardi, bro. When it was Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, hey, I was Team Cardi, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm still Team Cardi, bro. I'm still Team Cardi. That's another thick Afro Latino right there, man. Cardi B is sexy. Even even when she pregnant, she's sexy.
It's like they acting like they getting a tax return or something. What are you guys talking about? You're not seeing any of this money. But nevertheless, I thought this story was hilarious. I thought the relationship was uncanny when it came to Black Americans in this country because they love our culture.
All right. Turtle P said, I'd have probably stayed with her, but her dad had a bunch of transmission shards, booger sugar import businesses, and I wanted none of that. I like how you coded that. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Martinez says, I know that's right. Me too, fam. Yeah, Cardi, man. Shoot. What? What? Man, what? 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 Boy, Cardi accent is about sexy as she is, boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me talking about Cardi. Don't get me talking about Cardi B, boy. You know what I'm saying? I think that B was meant to be my last name because my last name started with a B. Cardi better be careful. You know what I'm saying? I mess around and get famous, boy. Offset gonna be mad at me, boy. I know they ain't together no more. You know what I'm saying? But Offset gonna be mad at me because I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that D-Rub business will get you killed, man. That D-boy business, yeah, it'll get you unalive. God, dog, I done slipped and said the K word. It'll get you unalive, man. Oh, they together? They together, Gotti? Boy, let me make it big. They won't be for long. Let me stop. Quavo, I'm just kidding, man. Offset. I'm sorry, Quavo. I'm sorry, Offset. All right. FBA Kush Boy says pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical. God dog it, man. Listen, I had dreams for Cardi, man. I had dreams for Cardi. I had dreams for Cardi, boy. Hey, hey, Cardi had them bars, boy. Cardi had them bars, boy. Homegrown pharmaceuticals. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. So, we covered a lot tonight. It's a lot to think about. In the morning, we're going to pick back up at our normal time on the AM session. We will be picking back up on our history. You know what I mean? Some things that we aren't really taught in history. And I look forward to possibly seeing everybody there. I know y'all got to get up, get your kids to school. You know what I'm saying? Get your kids to school. I know y'all got to get up and do your wives and your old ladies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Warm up the car. You know what I'm saying? I know. I know. I know. You know what I'm saying? But if you can be here for the AM session in between 4 and 5 a.m., y'all, I'm always doing it between like 4:15 and like like I'm weird with it, y'all. I'm weird with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be on in the AM. I hope to have a good turnout, and I'm gonna need lots of you moderators to show up from the tribe because for some reason the racists wake up racist first thing in the morning, y'all. I experienced the most terrible influx of racism doing that morning live, man. Like that early morning hour, like 4:15, 4:45, man. I'm talking about they up sipping their racist coffee, they reading their racist jokes, and they at you, y'all. They at you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all pass these lives around. Don't forget, man, go run up the videos. Go run up the videos. You know what I'm saying? Go run up the videos. Don't only show up to the lives, y'all. Go share those videos. I need everyone who rocks with the team, who's loyal to the tribe. Go watch the videos. You know what I'm saying? Go watch the shorts. Watch the lives. Fully support the channel. Fully support the channel, y'all. We got to get those spins in order for us to get better equipment, you know what I'm saying, better technology, things like that, y'all. I'm depending on the tribe to run this up. We've got a movement going, and YouTube has already tried to step in and interfere with that movement, y'all. They accused me of having a firearm, and I was out playing airsoft. And if you play airsoft, you know that those airsoft systems are complete replicas to what. You know what I'm saying? So they already trying, y'all. We got to push. We got to push. If we can get those 3,000 subscribers before the end of the month, that would be great. If we can get it before, you know what I'm saying, before the end of the month, that would be great. I need everyone to start working on paying the memberships because by next month, you know, we got to make this thing pay for everything we needed to do, y'all. So by next month, we're gonna be doing membership only content, and I don't want anyone to miss out on anything. So we got to start working together, tribe. We got to start working together, right? And that's what I was telling them. And I messed up in life. I can't own a firearm. So by y'all pushing that narrative and doubling down like it was a real firearm, your policy says this applies to real firearms only. This is an airsoft system. It dislodges BBs, pellets. It's not a firearm. You know what I'm saying? Right, right. So as long as I've been doing this, they chose to do that to me Sunday, y'all. And I'm just getting my live stream back. I wasn't supposed to have it for 90 days. So I thank the internet gods for that, y'all, because I've been, man, listen, I was going back and forth, emailing YouTube. I'm getting lawyers, that's racist. I look forward to y'all taking down everybody's content on airsoft and all these authentic firearms and holsters and all this hunting stuff. Yeah, take all that there down if you're gonna do me that way. You know what I'm saying? Right, can't have a firearm without the fire part. Exactly. If you know airsoft is operated on batteries, electric, you know what I'm saying, gas, air, not a firearm. You know, so we got to pick back up where we left off, man, because we were like well up to over 45,000 views every 2 days, and now we're down to like maybe 2,000 views because YouTube did that, y'all. So I'm depending on y'all to turn up for me, man. Turn up in those videos, turn up in those shorts, pass them along, get people to subscribe. You know the good times that you have here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like your church pastor would say, "Hey, family and friends day, invite more people." You know what I mean? Let's build this. Let's show YouTube that this is a movement. Let's show the world that we can come together. You know what I mean? They always say that we don't support each other. Now's the time to prove that narrative wrong as well. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everyone. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got anything they want to announce? Anyone they want to discuss before we hop off? Anything they want the tribe to know? I got hit in the tank one time when we were playing. My very first hit I took in airsoft was, yeah, below the belt, bruh. And I think they were doing it to be funny to break me in. You know what I'm saying? All right. Good night, everyone. Y'all have a great night. Have a great night. Rest in power and wake up empowered. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, get your one on one. Get your one on one. Get your one on one with the true indigenous spiritual higher power, y'all. We gonna say indigenous spiritual higher power. That ought to really tick them off, y'all. They be unsubscribing just because I say this stuff right here, but I'm gonna get the message across. You know what I mean? We dislike everything about slavery except for that fake God they created. You know what I'm saying? All right. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, and always be you, tribe. Because I wouldn't trust anybody else if it wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? Much love to y'all. Much respect to y'all, man. Rest empowered. Wake up empowered. Rest empowered and wake up empowered, ladies and gentlemen. Ashe. Here we go. I can't end the stream again. Here we go, y'all. Here we go again. This just happened last time. I'm going to be frozen like a statue here. This just happened last week. I couldn't end that live. I can't end the live, ladies and gentlemen. I can't end the live. None of my buttons are working. Oh, this is crazy. We stuck together. I can't end the live, y'all. We were lucky to get in here. Now I guess we lucky to be stuck together. I can't end the live, y'all. Hey, this is weird. This is weird. This is so weird. What are we supposed to do, y'all? I can't end it live. What are we supposed to do? Hmm? Okay, we're gonna try this again. Might as well keep on talking. Turn your phone off. Hey, look, hey, we stuck together like two dogs doing mating season, bro. I can't end it live. I can't end the live. This is your channel. You tell us. Tell y'all what. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Hey, I can't get out of here, bro. I'm stuck. Let me out. Let me out. I'm like the man behind the stairs right now. I'm finna get goofy, y'all. I'm finna get goofy. That's what's finna happen. That's what's finna happen. I'm finna get goofy. That's exactly what's finna happen. Let me out. Let me out. Hey, they got us stuck in here, boy. We stuck like 2 litters on the sidewalk doing the dirty, boy. Boy, we stuck, boy. We ain't going nowhere, boy. Hey, hey, what pass was that? Marvin Sapp? Then Marvin Sapp tell them ushers to lock the doors. Lock the doors. Ushers, lock the doors. He was gonna get that money. I guess they done locked the doors on us. They done locked the doors. The ushers done locked the doors, y'all. We can't get we can't get out, bro. We stuck here, bro. We can't get out. They won't let us back on the border, y'all. We can't get back to the border. We stuck in here. Look, we trying to self-deportate and they won't let us out. Where's internet ice when you need them? Oh boy. I told y'all I'm finna start getting stupid, man. I'm finna start getting goofy. Y'all know I can't hold it together too long, man. I can't hold it together too long, man. I like to laugh, man. I like to laugh. They won't let me out. Y'all gonna have to see me sleeping, snoring, everything on camera, boy. Yes, yes. Nah, y'all can't. Nah. Only the women can see how I sleep. Only the women. Y'all men can't see how I sleep. Now y'all can hear me sleep, but you can't see me sleep. Not ladies. Ladies. Oh man. You can't get out, man. I can't get out. I see other people getting out. I can't get out. It's like being locked up and not having a release date. I can't get out. Boy, it's like being on child support, boy. I can't get out. You definitely gonna have to turn that phone off to get up out of here. And then I'm gonna turn my phone back on and I'm gonna go back to this live. And it's gonna have me sitting there frozen, y'all. It did this last week, I'm telling you. It did this last week. They was sitting there roasting me too. They're like, man, dude frozen like a statue. Little dude like he on some good. Yeah, listen, I came back like I ended this live like 6 hours ago. Y'all still here? They was still coming in and out, man. You know what I'm saying? They were still coming in and out. All right, y'all. At the count of three, I think everybody got to turn their phones off, y'all. Are y'all able to get out of the live? If it's an iPhone, give it 30 seconds. 30. It's an iPhone. Give it 30 seconds. What? When I turn it off? Is that what you saying, FBA Kush boy? Cause this X on my screen ain't doing nothing. You one of the lucky ones. What you mean I'm one of the lucky ones? How? Cause I can't get off my phone. It's not working. My artificial intelligence is not doing what I'm telling it to do. I got an iPhone. I could just swipe up and close out YouTube. I can swipe up. I probably can swipe up. I probably can swipe up. I probably can. If it'll listen to that order. Oh, it will let me swipe up. Oh. Oh. Oh, we didn't even get to talk about the Sambos, y'all. Let's talk about the Sambos before we get off of here, man. I didn't even get into the Sambos. So, I put a video on TikTok early this morning about what Pam Bondi did, how she refused to face the e-file victims, at that hearing and just apologize to them. And I was like, man, there was no one in this country who was melanated, black, Spanish, or anything, who would have got away with that and who would have refused to at least turn and acknowledge them and still had a job the same day. So this guy named Corey B, I'm assuming he's black. Hey man, you need to start spreading hatred as we need to unite. Stop spreading hatred. We need to unite. Are you trying to unite with PDF files? You know what I'm saying? What hatred am I spreading by advocating for those survivors, for those victims? She should have turned around and said something to him. She's the head of Department of Justice. She should have said something to say to him. Something. I don't care if it's, hey, here, want a Coke and some crackers? You know what I'm saying? She should have had something to say. Y'all here, you need to stop calling separation. We need to come together. Hey, stop being a Sambo. What's up, Tyrone? Tyrone, right? Tyrone. What's up, Tyrone? Yeah, I'm glad man, listen. Man, why y'all keep taking that 20th light back? What did I say now for y'all to take y'all light back? You little Indian givers. Y'all cheap. You don't even buy Tupperware containers. You wait till you empty your butter dish and you use that for a Tupperware container. Taking it back. Thank you, FBA Kush boy. Thank you, FBA Kush boy. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Somebody in here taking their lights away. Y'all ain't gonna give me the light back? Put us back on 20. Yeah, but that was crazy, man. We deal with lots of Sambos, lots of Samuel Stevens off of Django. Them Stevens, y'all. Them Stevens. Doing all right, my brother. Glad to see you back. I'm glad to hear you doing all right too, my brother. You know what I mean? I'm glad to hear you doing all right too, my brother. I'll be on again early in the AM. Y'all know what I do, man. I'll be on probably in between 4 and 5 a.m. Eastern time. And we're going to get back into learning. So I'm going to use the rest of tonight to do a little bit more thorough research of what I'm addressing in the morning so I can be a little bit more fluent in my delivery and the historical facts and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And we'll chop it up like that, you know. So y'all seriously not going to give me this 20th like back. It's somebody in here who didn't hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. Come on now, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now, ladies and gentlemen. There's someone in here who did not hit that like button. All right, if you don't want to hit it, you don't have to. You know, if you decide you want to hit it and this swing back, man, we'll jump it. You know what I'm saying? If you hit that like button and it hit you back, boy, we gonna gang that thing, boy. There you go number 20. All right, there we go. Thank you, fam. Thank you, Charles. See why I love y'all, man? I can always count on y'all. All right, man. I guess I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way because my phone ain't responding. It won't let me off it here, y'all. So I'm gonna have to end this the old-fashioned way. I guess I'm gonna have to swipe up on the iPhone, y'all. So y'all know what it is, man. It's love, and we'll reconvene in the AM if you can make it. Please make it. You know what I'm saying? If not, I understand. I'll catch you in the meantime, between time, y'all. Shay.